Yo guys, welcome back to JR14. Here I am with another video for you guys today, and it is only 25 degrees in this beautiful New York City day. Ooh, that's why I got multiple sweats on. Like I got layers and layers of pants. I am cold, but that's not gonna stop me from putting out a video for you guys today. So today's another install video of what, you may ask? Of another product by MST Performance. Okay, so you guys are wondering, okay, well, you're doing another intake, Jade? What is this, intake 3 or 4? Well, I know, like I said, I have a problem. The reason why I'm doing this install is because a while ago when I installed the original MST intake, one of the things that I wish was, I wish it was a full closed box. I did like the fact that it used a lot of factory parts, but unfortunately, it wasn't a true closed box. You could close that section off where the filter shows with an extra piece, but I like the filter showing a little bit. But as I got more into the performance and realizing about performance that a true closed box setup is the best setup for a car, for a turbo car, to make sure that hot air doesn't get sucked in. MST actually heard about this for a while, not just from me, from multiple people, and they actually developed a brand new intake system for the MQB Mark 7 platform. So here is all the stuff that comes in the kit. I believe this is the top shield. Like I said, it is their own custom box. So again, this is the top plate for the box. Bolt holes there to tie everything down. MST Performance, a little engraving, and laser cut out of the metal, and wrinkle black material, which is absolutely beautiful. So we have that 3-inch filter from MST Performance, red filter, matches the car. I looked at some of this stuff earlier, so that's kind of why the bag looks open. Here's all the hardware. Unlike other companies, this actually does come with the breather hose with the adapter to attach to the breather hose, and they give you a couple zip ties because you're going to zip tie this to the coolant line. Instructions, an air freshener, a couple of stickers, some clamps. So you got all that there. This kind of looks somewhat similar from the old intake system, and it is. A lot of these parts are pretty much the same, you know, as this next part that I'm about to pull out, the silicone hose that connects from the turbo inlet pipe to the actual filter itself. But since this is a little bit of a longer piece because of the box, they give you a little adapter to attach to here. You put your vacuum hose on that, and I believe the other end attaches to the filter, or this end attaches to the filter. We'll figure it out as we go along. Of course, MST Performance really is highly proud of their 3-inch turbo inlet pipe. They've done a lot of tests and research to show that this flows better than the competitors. That some data that they have showed me. Also, it's a lot of information on the forums, Golf Mark 7, and stuff like that. So it is a true 3-inch. So this bolts on, this not boltable, there's one little bolt here, but it actually clamps on to the cold side of the turbo, and then everything pieces together. So we have that. Last part of what's inside the box is their own box. So this is their own wrinkle black box. All the welds, it looks high quality too. This is where the filter's going to go, so the filter's going to sit in here. And I guess this is where water drains out of, if you want to put the, well, you know, if you want to drain water out of here, if that's what you prefer. And then you have the, you have the clamps here to like tie everything down, so you can, you obviously get the little bolts and stuff that tie everything down all together. And that's pretty much it. And they also, unlike other kits, when they use a box, they have grommets already installed in it, so you don't have to pull the ones out from the old box. So a little bit of a less headache. So this is pretty cool and pretty interesting to have. So I'm ready to install this thing. I'm ready to get some fresh, colder air. The shroud, everything stays the same. So this all is going to be changed today on Project Mark 7. So without further ado, let's get all this installed in the car. Okay guys, so as you know, this is the old intake system that's currently in Project Mark 7. This is the version 1 of the MST Performance intake system for the Mark 7 GTI. But as you know, a lot of these things are going to be taken out today, and they're going to be replaced. It shouldn't be a hard install, but like I said, I'm going to do a lot of time lapses today. Again, installation, if you haven't seen the video how to install this, click in the upper right hand corner of the screen and you'll definitely get the full rundown on that. It's very similar, and the good thing about this kit, it does come with very
informative instructions, so you really can't really screw this up. Should be easy, but every time I say something's easy, it ends up to be a little bit more difficult. So please pray for me that this doesn't go bad. What I'm just going to do is that I'm just going to have the intake completely off so we can get started with the new intake in 3, 2, 1. And there you have it, completely removed. The only thing I have to do now is cut this zip tie for here, for this breather hose. This is a part of the old kit, which they include in the new kit. They didn't include it the first time when I got this kit, but now they realize like, oh, well, we should put it there. Perfect. So now everything is disassembled. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and install the new intake in. It's very easy. It shouldn't be too bad. The only most difficult part, because there's limited space back there, is that turbo inlet pipe. Taking it in, putting it in and taking it out are the most difficult thing ever. But other than that, it's smooth sailing. Alright, so here we go. We got the turbo inlet pipe. So this turbo inlet is still the same as the previous one, but you know, obviously they give you a new kit, new parts, everything's new, so we're gonna go ahead and swap this out. So we're gonna put this in now. We're gonna start with the turbo inlet pipe. Remember that bolt with the T30, make sure you have that on hand. All it takes is just to put it in. All right, so as you can see, we got it in place. I'm gonna go ahead and put back in this T-focus guy, this T30 bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in place so it can stay in place. Then we're gonna put my catch can, tube for the return, and you know, clamp that back on. So let's go ahead and get that done right now. Okay, it took some time, but I got it fixed. What I did was I removed these wires here just to give me a little bit more wiggle room around here. So I'm gonna pop these both back in place. Spots, these are your O2 sensor wires. So pop these back in place. Tuck that behind there. And now we're good to go for the, now we're good to go to put the silicone hose on that. So let's do that right now. I just noticed something. The attention to detail is crazy. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see if we could focus on here. I don't know if you see that engraving on there, but it's actually their logo on the clamp itself. They didn't have to do this, and most people won't notice this, but this is pretty cool. I like this. I like the fact that they went above and beyond to do stuff like that for their consumers. Actually, a good way to do this, to help yourself out, is just to tighten this down instantly. So you can get, so it doesn't fall down all the way to the turbo inlet. Just start tightening it up so it doesn't slide down, because this car is really tight, especially where that diverter valve is for the plug. So there's not much space to tighten this down. So I'm just going to make sure I get this on here first, which I just did, and I'm going to angle it. I'm going to push it all the way down, which I just did. We're good to go there. I'll pull this guy up, because I want to angle this to a point where I can get a screwdriver and just tighten it up. Okay, so what I did was I just tightened it up for it to stay where it's going to stay. Again, I still have to put the box in, I have to put the filter in. There's another tube that goes here that connects everything. So I kind of want to just have everything loose right now, like firm, like fit, like, you know, tighten, but not completely tight, so I can still move some things around without breaking or snapping any plastic clips around the engine bay. So what I want to do now is actually I want to get the box in here. I think the next step I can do is the box. I'm not going to follow the instructions. Anyone who's not professionally doing this, by the way, I suggest that you read the instructions. But this kit's similar to my old kit, and I did that with no problem at all. So I want to go ahead and put the box in first, so that this way I can line everything up and then put the filter in, do God's good work here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that placed in right now. Got the box. We're going to go ahead and a little bit of dirt in there. Oof. It's windy out here today, so this should actually just bolt up, not bolt up, but it should actually just line up pretty well in here. Let's see how good they do with this. I think this has to actually come out so I can tuck this underneath it so it sits flush. Yeah, I think I gotta do that. Damn it, it means I gotta take more stuff off. I gotta take the shroud off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick before I put this box in. Now we're gonna try to put the box in, and then we're gonna try to put the shroud over that. So let's see if that gives me enough room for this box now. All right. Okie dokie. Round 2. It does. Perfect. Yep. So now I'm pushed down. Got that one. How about this one? Okay, it's kind of difficult trying to really, you got to really force it around a little bit. There you go. Okay, so I got both of those on. So the box is where the box should be. Now I'm going to try to put this. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so as I'm doing this box, the only issue that I ran into so far is that this piece right here. So I know you guys can see like this is a little bit of excess, but this shroud, so this shroud right here is like has a little duct that goes into the intake box so it can channel air into the box. This is just a little bit of excess that did not really allow me to get this shroud on perfectly. I didn't want to break this because this is expensive, I don't want to break parts on my car. So what I did was I took a little bit on the edge off just to get this shroud on, and I'm just going to leave it to the side like that for now. Maybe later on down the road I'll cut a little bit off because it's not needed. And but yeah, other than that, everything else went in smoothly. And now we're going to go ahead and continue the install with this filter and then wrap everything up and be good to go. So let's go ahead and get everything done. Okay, so the last thing and the only things that we have to do, the breather hose, and we're gonna go ahead and put this top on and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, well here it is, the full MST Performance intake closed box form. And hang on, I'm going to actually slide you guys off the camera real quick so I can show you more close in detail. So tying up everything here, this is where the breather hose goes. We do have the closed box here with the intake inside, that filter. As you can see, once this hood is closed, that sits flush. I flushed on the back as well, along with the MST Performance turbo inlet, which is all the way down there. But you know, I mean, it's a good install. I mean, it wasn't hard to do. There is still some flex, so things can move around if they need be, like when, you know, engines flexing and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. But guys, like I said, this is going to conclude the install video for the MST Performance intake. And yeah, so what I will do for you is I will give you a couple of revs and let's see how she sounds. Okay guys, this is going to conclude the installation of the MST Performance closed box intake for Project Mark 7. If you did like this video, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to JR14. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get post notifications on new videos that are uploaded like this one. And also make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And also, just want to let everybody know, before everybody is concerned, Jay, what are you going to do with the old intake? Everyone's wondering, but now before everyone starts DMing me and starts putting in the comments, what are you going to do with the old intake? Which is right over here. I took it out of the car. The old intake is sold. So, you know, you don't have to worry about messaging me for it. I already sold it. I have to ship it out literally in the next couple days, and that's it. But that's going to conclude this video. Hope you guys have a good one. And remember, cars are a lifestyle.